And I want to take off my sunglasses here because I want you guys to see my eyes and know that I'm being genuine. Friends, Bryan here, out for a walk and getting back to our roots a little bit, eh? Let me just give you guys a panorama. You can see what kind of day it is here. So guys, in life, some of my hardest lessons were learning how to see things from another person's perspective or other people's perspective. It took me a long time. It took me age and wisdom to be able to do that. But also, sometimes when you do something and your intention is good, but it comes across as bad, sometimes you have to say when you're wrong. And first thing is I would tell any potential YouTuber out there or any YouTuber, you can't make everyone happy. That's rule number one. You know, I'll make another video about this, but when you go into your actual hate comments and you look at everything, it's pretty crazy, the stuff that you see and read. Doesn't really bother me, but I know it bothers a lot of other people. You're also putting yourself out there. Recently, there's been a lot going on in Canada with what's been going on with our leader. Myself, along with many other Canadians, are feeling a lot of relief that he will no longer be the leader anymore. I had a lot of people agree with me, but I had a lot of people that weren't happy with me, and they let me know about it. YouTube has changed. The world has changed. The world is always evolving. And sometimes I have a hard time keeping up. A while ago, I started a Patreon. Anything I've done with this channel, I've put a lot of care and thought into things. I don't just jump in and do things like a bull in a china shop. But I did a little poll. I said, hey, it all started because I put a lot of work into this video. And I thought, you know, I don't know if this is YouTube, good for YouTube, but maybe through a Patreon or something. And also, as you guys know, I've been in some disordered relationships. And I've had a lot of people either message me, email me privately, or in the comments say, could you make more videos about that? And I'm like, I don't know if that's stuff I want to put up on YouTube. I'd like to have a little bit of a wall there. And I thought maybe there might be some topics that I talk about that might not be YouTube suitable. So what could I do? So when I did a poll on Patreon, the feedback was very positive. Okay, I said, okay, maybe I'll do this. And I set up my Patreon. I went to the price, one tier, and I put it down to the lowest amount. I thought, okay, I'll keep it super cheap. This way, if I post videos I'm not sure about for YouTube, I'll just post them here. Get the feedback from the patrons. Once I started this and I announced the Patreon, some people started posting unsubscribing. And at first, I was offended. I'm like, okay, I know I've had a viral video with 1 million views, and I'm sure people think that I made money off of that. And the truth is my channel wasn't even monetized through almost the whole process of that. So I was kind of offended, saying like, look, you know, when I go to a YouTube channel, I'm watching a video, if I like the YouTuber, and in the beginning they post, you know, hey, join my Patreon if you want, or buy my ebook, or buy my course, or do this, or contact me for online coaching. It never offended me. I'm just like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to do this. Sometimes I would to support the channel. But then I'm like, let's just get to the video. But I had a fellow, and I want to give him a shout out. I'd actually liked for him to email me, and I like to talk on Zoom because I really appreciated this. His name was Ragandrist. And he said, okay, I'm unsubscribing because I made a post last week about Patreon. And I conscientiously tried to not post much about Patreon. And also, people are tired of things with YouTube. People don't like the, hey man, hit like, smash subscribe. So I just really don't do that. And if I do it, it's very sparingly. People are tired of it. It bugs me. So why am I going to put it on my videos, right? So this morning, I responded back to Drist, and I said, if you don't mind, can you tell me what is offending people about this? Because I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. If people don't want to do it, just don't do it. And he wrote me back in the comments. And I spent a lot of time thinking about what he was saying. Also, an old friend of mine, I contacted him when I started noticing this. People were unsubscribing. I said to him, I said, you know, I mentioned about a Patreon, even though like I'm charging next to nothing. It's just for some extra. I said, it's offending people now. And he said, yeah. He said, that's normal. He said, wait till you get your first paid sponsorship or your first paid promotion. That's where a company contacts you and you do like a little blurb on their product and you have to say paid promotion. You get paid a bit of money. Some people make a lot of money from it. So I was doing this little Patreon thing and YouTube is now pushing the YouTube memberships. They don't want people going to Patreon. Stay here on YouTube. We'll provide all this for you. It's called memberships. And I've been declining. I haven't been activating it. And last week I got contacted by a company wanting to do a paid promotion, my first ever paid promotion. And I probably could have asked them for a decent amount of money. So I spent a lot of time thinking. And I thought, you know, times are changing. And I'm going to address this. And you know, I'm just going to take my Patreon down. My intention was good. I had other really good plans for Patreon to give back. For any of you who have seen some of my videos after my viral video, I was trying to give back right away. You have a small channel, I'll do an interview with you. You know, what can I do to help? I'm sharing posts, I'm sharing things from other channels, trying to help them. But you know, times have changed. And I've offended people, and I didn't mean to. I really didn't. I thought I was doing something good. So, and I want to take off my sunglasses here because I want you guys to see my eyes and know that I'm being genuine. I really am sorry. I didn't mean to offend the people I've offended. I meant good. And Rag and Drist, I'd like for you to email me sometime. I'd like to thank you in person over Zoom and have a nice chat. I appreciate it a lot. So, to anyone out there, I'm not trying to minimize anything here. I'm taking responsibility. I am sorry. I really didn't mean that. I meant good. So I'm going to take my Patreon down. And I do have a question to ask you guys, and I'm asking you to comment below to follow up on this. To be fair to everybody, because I do have bills to pay. I have debt. Part of things I want to talk about on this channel is my life lessons, my bad decisions, places where I put my money and time, which I really shouldn't have. And you pay a price for that when you're older. Where do you draw the line now in 2025 as a content creator with making money? You know, like without offending people. And I mean that sincerely. I'm just going to take my glasses off. And I mean that sincerely and honestly. What is fair and what's not fair? Like, I really want your opinion, everyone's opinion out there. But again, I really didn't mean to offend anybody, but I am sorry. I spent a lot of time trying to look at it from everyone else's perspective. Like, okay, I didn't mean that, but I get it, and I respect your opinion, and I respect your feelings. So I'm going to take my Patreon down, and we're going to move on. And for now, we're just going to focus on good quality content. I did not activate my YouTube memberships, and I actually wrote back the paid promotion company that wanted to pay me. And I said, you know, I think we're just going to leave it for now, and I'm just going to focus on putting out good quality content for people to enjoy and like. I hope that helps everybody. Again, I thank you for your support, and this is Bryan signing out.